Hello and welcome back to another season of Apprentice League, Season 15, Round 2. And we're back at Singosari, a track that we raced a couple of seasons ago. And yeah, there's a bit of a... it's been kind of changed with the decoration all around the track. So it doesn't look like the old one, but it still is the same track. And nothing's changed on the track itself. And I'm also joined by Phantomy once again as my second commentator.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, welcome. And yeah, we're just going to be watching 13 drivers today going around this lovely track. It has some high-speed corners, some low-speed corners, and some medium-speed corners. So everything you could want is on this track. Long straight, short straight, sweeping corners, whatever, chicanes, everything. We're looking at the first lap here. It's Joling we're watching here, who takes provisional pole with a 43.17 so far. Axis in second and Ludwig in third. We'll see if anyone can beat that 43.17. We have two new rookies here today as well. LA and Juanavi are two new drivers. Juanwi.
Yep.
Two new drivers. So we'll see how they will do. LA looking quite good in P5 so far. So we're just watching through. Do you see anything, improvements on any drivers, Tommy?
Joling seems to be on a good lap, and indeed that's an improvement. Ludwig as well gets up to second place. It's kind of a surprise as well with Pito right behind. They have been showing some pace, and Axis is only fourth.
Yeah. It's a quite tight qualifying here in the top four there between Joling and Axis. We'll see if anyone can beat that provisional pole time though. No sub 43s yet. We'll probably see that in either JL or CL if we don't get it here. The Joling and Ludwig, the two championship contenders, I think. If we want to go back and check the standings after round one. Yes, it's Toaster as well in there.
Oh,
And
Pito!
Pito takes pole with a 42.87. And Ludwig joins him on the front row. Tommy, take us through the grid.
All right, so we got Pito on what I believe is his first ever pole position all across the leagues. So it is pole position with 42.87, which is solid lap time. Then we got Mr. Ludwig, also another surprise, sub 43 for him as well. G. Jorling in third position. Then we got Toaster, Axis, Mavsakil, who's been bragging about the PV. Ilay, however you want to call
Ile,
him,
yeah.
sorry. 7 for the first race. That's pretty decent. Mr. Crunk, the championship winner of the first ever season of AL, is down in P8. Then we got Juanfi, the second rookie. BK, Drazzle, Despacito, and Gay Prad is closing the grid with a 2-second 30 gap to pole position.
Alrighty. We are here on the grid, 15 laps. It's Peter and Ludwig on the front row. The top three in the championship in the top four here. So they are looking quite nice to keep this title fight going. This is fire lights and away we go. Into turn one, Peter defending. Joling on the inside of Ludwig. They're going side by side. Joling up into second. There's a bit of damage going back, and Peter pushed off the track, it seems. And he's shot from P1 to P9 after 3 corners. And Mafagil going off the track, forcing Axis off the track as well.
We already
That's an
got a pack
unfortunate
of
start.
3-4 drivers at the lead. Joling getting
And
a crazy of a
Pito has
task.
been kidnapped and kidnaps Mafagil into the grass, and he's down into 10th. As we watch the top now, Joling, LA, going down the inside of Joling, trying to take the lead from P9 on the grid. What a start, but Joling sends it down the inside onto the final corner. They're going side by side, heading into turn one as Toaster's right behind with Ludwig. Ludwig trying to squeeze as a full wide almost. But LA and Ludwig gets pushed down. And Joling keeping that lead, but watching that on Peter's perspective,
Oh,
what an
Joling is running
unlucky
away.
start. He is running away.
And we have to mention that
Already.
LA got quite the advantage. He's on soft tires, which are pretty decent, but do wear out very, very quickly on this track. Especially in this slow and twisty section, you do tend to slide very, very early on the race. So it's going to
Yeah.
be kind of difficult for him to follow in the fifth and sixth lap. But now he's caught up to Joling, who makes a mistake and he takes the lead into the final corner.
Yes, we did see. Let's go back to Pito, who's down in 11th now. He had a very unfortunate lap one there with I don't know who that was at the start, Joling maybe, and then Gill at the end of the lap, dropping him far down the order, and yeah, his race is most likely over, unfortunately. But the top three here then,
And
flipping
yeah,
each other against Toaster, maybe trying to go for a move, can't really
we've
go
lost
for it
one.
in
We've
this
lost
section.
Ludwig in the top pack, but Juanvi seems to be catching. He's showing some good pace on his first race. I think he's a really,
He
really
is indeed.
talented driver on mobile. And yeah, now let's see what he can do here.
Yeah, the two rookies are doing a quite well debut as Joling tries to go on the outside. LA forcing him off the track there. As they head into turn one, he does keep the slip still, so it should not be that big of a difference. Of course, he probably won't be happy with the edge as Joling and Juanvi, yes,
Juanovic.
uh, Juanavi.
Oh, the
This
Aston
is
Martins side by side.
yeah. There, one of them soft, one of medium.
Oh,
Oh,
Juanvi's
and
gone.
Juanavi trying to go down the
Juanavi.
inside of Juanavi. I don't know. I'm just saying Juanavi now. And
All
here,
right.
yeah, Ludwig's trying to catch up to the top three here now.
Yeah, now
Is
Ile is gonna start to have troubles. Now we're gonna see who goes on a
oh,
probably one stop, medium hard, or
I don't know if that
Whoa!
was me, but LA down the inside of Toaster makes a big mistake and lets Joling keep that lead, but Toaster's still right behind. So Toaster didn't lose that much time, but LA just
Yeah, Toaster got
absolutely,
really, really lucky here. I think he
yeah.
saw what was gonna happen, so he braked early, switched back, and now he's going for the lead.
Side by side with Joling into a very tricky section of the track, but they keep it nice and tidy. But Ludwig is now caught up because of this fighting, and so has LA. Managed to stay in that slipstream, and the top four here. We'll see. Is LA gonna go for an undercut? No. So he's going for 6 soft, and they are probably going for 7, no, 6 mediums. So they will have more grip at the end of this.
I think they are all gonna go on the hards, and the LA is gonna beat this lap, and then it's gonna
Yeah.
be like eight. I think I don't know how to really count, but like eight hards or nine hards till the end. And yeah, he will have like the undercut, but slightly worse tires till the end. And now it looks like the top pack is slipping while LA is slightly losing
It's
them.
actually Juanavi has pitted. He's the only driver who's pitted after lap 5.
He's indeed
And
on
he's
the
onto
hards.
hard, so he's going for undercut as LA makes a mistake in the hairpin and has lost the top 3. And LA is into the pits for the undercut. And that could help LA back into the race for the win.
We also got
As
BK and
Axis,
Pito in the pits. Pito on the mediums, and let's see where
he goes onto
is
hard,
Juanvi.
BK and mediums. Where's Juani?
Oh, he's
Juanvi.
far back. He must have gotten some
Oh,
issue in the traffic earlier.
yeah.
But yeah.
Because now he's behind Pito after the pit
And
stop. Jazzer.
Toaster, what happened to
Jazzer
him? He's
going for.
lost. Toaster is 2 seconds behind the top two.
Hmm. Yeah, and Jazzer
Oh.
is staying for out for 7 softs, which is not ideal. It's
And
not
Joling is
this.
really making the difference on those one tires. You can see the practice in those one tires, not going onto the grass. And now it's into the pits, most likely for hards or mediums if they're.
Yeah.
Oh, they dare to go on the
So
mediums. Everyone on
LA
the
on the
mediums.
straight now. Where will they exit? On the outside there, he's
Third.
up into third. He's undercutted Toaster, but could not catch Ludwig or Joling, unfortunately.
It's interesting that they are going mediums because they are
Yeah,
definitely going to be way faster in the first laps. But mediums tend to really die out in the seventh lap, so the last two laps will be really, really difficult for them.
that's true. LA will have a tire advantage in the end, but he does have to catch up to them first for the tires to really help him. And he does have Toaster on fresh mediums right behind, slowly closing the gap and almost in the slipstream. So you see BK has pitted, Axis has pitted, everyone has pitted except Mafigil and Despacito going 8.
And the
Mafigil
top
going
two
for
is fighting it
9
out.
medium.
And
Wow.
this is really gonna help LA behind. As, he
Yeah.
was more like 2 seconds, and now Ludwig is trying to make a move. So I
Oh yeah,
think we
he's
can
trying to
maybe have
go
an
down
interesting final laps.
the inside. If they keep fighting or making mistakes like Joling just did, LA is getting closer and closer now. The gap is around a second, and they're going side by side through the final 2 corners there. As Ludwig takes the lead off the race now, with Joling on the outside though. They're going side by side through turn 1. Joling late, early on the brakes, tries to go for the switchback. He goes down the inside, and these two are fighting out. But LA,
So surprisingly, LA is not catching on. Jolie,
LA,
with the mistake of Ludwig, takes back the lead, but it's gonna change again in like 10 seconds, I bet.
oh, and LA is going wide. He's dropped down behind Toaster, still in the slip though, so he hasn't lost that much time. But a tiny mistake could be the difference between a win and only a podium. So
Talking
keeping
about
it
the podium,
clean.
it's not even sure about the podium, as behind
Yeah.
you got a thirsty BK who really wants to get a podium here. He's been calling himself the ball unluckiest driver, so now he's like on the hunt to get back on the good vessel. Delay goes on the inside grass and Toaster around the outside makes the move. And yeah, I think we're gonna have an interesting battle for the podium here.
Yeah. So podium fight is on. The win fight is on. Oh, LA has now dropped off from Toaster, lost the slip. If Toaster can hold on.
Yep,
And
LA is
oh,
lagging.
very
Yeah, I'll
laggy
keep an
there.
eye on that. If it happens, he
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Yep, drop like we say.
Yeah, so he's as you just see Ludwig and Joling slipping each other now. I think they realize that battling are losing is losing them time to Toaster. The gap is 1.3 seconds now down to Toaster. So Toaster will try and push to catch up to the slip to be able to fight for the win. We'll see if it's gonna be enough laps to do so, as it's only 3 laps remaining, 3.5. We'll see then LA around the outside of Toaster, up into P3 again. These
Who
guys
behind?
are
DK and
switching.
Axis. This is not the move for
Oh,
them.
yeah.
But they are keeping it clean. That's some respect, of course, to
Toaster
BK with the
trying to go down
mistake.
the inside of LA, not at the ideal spot, but they keep it on the track.
I like that we have some new talented drivers here. We got Toaster, LA, Lotpick, and Joling. Those are some
Yeah,
names that like 1 season ago or even 1 race ago we wouldn't have guessed to be here. So that's always
it's
nice to
true
see.
as Jolie makes a mistake and through goes Ludwig on lap 13 out of 15 to take the lead of the Singosari Apri. We'll see if he can keep that lead. But Joling trying to go down the inside. He switches to the outside. He's trying to go for the switchback. Can he make it? No, he's going to stay behind for now. As the gap between Toaster and Joling now is around a second still. LA and Toaster fighting for that final podium position, and that's losing them time now. It's 2 laps to go here, the penultimate lap. And LA down the inside of Toaster into turn 1. He keeps it clean, just about. He's trying to hold on. He goes a bit wide, and Toaster gets dragged with him. But he keeps it in the slip somehow. I have no idea how he kept that alive. They're keeping it quite tidy in this fight. And yeah, LA, the tire advantage is coming in now. You see the tires are a bit less worn than those mediums. Joling and Ludwig will have a final lap battle here, it seems. But will they fight too much and let the 2 cars behind catch up? I don't think so, but we never know. So we'll see then. Top 2, Joling, Ludwig, going at it for the final lap here at Singosari. Who will take the win? Both of them are in the title fight as well. Same with Toaster and Pito, but unfortunately Pito had a fortunate race. He's up into 6th now though.
Ludwig is not
We'll
going for a
watch.
move. What is happening? Joling around the left-hand corner. Ludwig around the
Ludwig
outside. A
around the
beautiful
outside, he
move.
makes the move.
The
And now
crowds
he
are
has to
cheering.
keep it
Red
clean,
is
but he
going
goes
off.
wide! He goes wide! Oh no, and then through the final corner, is Ludwig gonna make an overtake with the slip? No, it's not gonna be enough. Joling wins the Singosari A3, and Axis almost takes the podium, but LA holds on with Toaster in 4th, Pito with a comeback to 6th, BK7, Juanvi and Krunk, who's gonna take it? Juanvi forcing Krunk into the wall, and Krunk takes it with the ping just about. Jasser coming through the final corner to take that P10 spot with Maffigal in 11th, Despacito in 12th, and Gilprad with a few corners to go in P13.
What a finish, man.
What a finish.
Absolute
That
cinema.
was a great fight through the whole race. Yeah, Tommy, take us through the race results.
All right, so after a fearful fight in the final two laps, we got G Joling, sorry, with a one. Uh, sorry, I struggle. I'm gonna cut that out. So, in first position, we got G Joling in Turbo Motorsport, winning by only 2/10 after a slight mistake from Mr. Ludwig into the final sector. He takes the win. Ludwig is second. On the photo finish, we got Ilay getting a podium on his first ever race, 2 seconds behind the leaders. Then we got Toaster with a good P4. Axis almost making the comeback to the podium. He has the fastest lap, a 43.43. Then we got Pito alone on his own in P6, a sad result after his pole position, but a good comeback after his P11 struggles after the first few laps. Then we got BK, Mr. Crunk, just ahead of 1V into a pink finish. 1V, you could say, oh, he wasn't that happy about it, but it is how the game code works. Then we got Drazer completing the top 10. Mafsagil experimenting strategy didn't seem to work out that much. Despacito, long time no see, he's back into P12. And we got Gael Prad finishing the grid into unlucky 13th.
Yeah, that was a exciting race to watch throughout the whole race, and we'll be seeing you guys for round 3 in Sachsenring.
Yep, cheers.